Welcome to Game Week 29 of the Fish Sports Marble Race Premier League. Just the 8 games this week, but there are some key games in there for some of the teams involved. This week we have Everton versus West Ham, Ipswich Town versus Nottingham Forest, Man City versus Brighton, Southampton versus Wolves, Bournemouth versus Brentford, Arsenal versus Chelsea, Fulham versus Tottenham Hotspur, and Leicester City versus Man Utd. At the end of last week, we had Liverpool 1 point clear of Aston Villa at the top of the league, both with a game in hand over Chelsea, who are 8 points adrift of the top spot right now, while Arsenal are floundering in their attempts to try and win the title. 13 points adrift of Liverpool, also with a game in hand. At the bottom of the table, it's Bournemouth currently in that final relegation spot, but they are only 3 points behind 14th place. It's very close at the bottom there. Anyway, let's crack on with Game Week 29. Match 1 of Game Week 29 sees a relegation threatened Everton against West Ham. Everton 3 points off the relegation zone right now. This is the opening game of Game Week 29. A chance for themselves to push themselves 6 points clear of relegation zone with a win here, which would not get them quite over the line just yet, but would put them in a very healthy position, albeit Ipswich, Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, etc. below them have not yet played. But a win here for West Ham would at least temporarily put them 5th in the league, which would be an almighty effort for the Hammers. They're leading the way here, but there's an Everton marble not too far behind. Can this one get a clean run and put early pressure on the Everton marble? No. Bar a little hop? Nope, no hop there. This marble has some momentum. They're not getting any momentum at all, are they? They're dying pretty early, all these marbles at the moment. How's that one got across? West Ham are across the line. Can they hold out with that? That's the question. That West Ham marble already pushed it over. 2-0 West Ham. Surely this is more pressure for Everton at the bottom of the league. It's 3-0 West Ham. This is awful for Everton. Also very bad for their goal difference, which wasn't too bad before this game. This one finishes Everton 0, West Ham 3. Match 2 of Game Week 29 is very much a 6 marble 2-team relegation battle here. Ipswich Town at home to Nottingham Forest. Ipswich have been battling around the relegation zone all season. They've won 3 of the last 5 matches and propelled themselves just out of the relegation zone. Forest, on the other hand, have lost their last 4 games. They are below Ipswich, both on 32 points. 1 goal difference separating the two of them. They are both 2 points clear of the relegation zone. And yeah, they are in 16th and 17th respectively. Ipswich 16th, Nottingham Forest 17th. Just the 1 goal difference separating these two teams. This result is huge, and one of them will be 5 points clear of the relegation zone after this game, should one of them obviously get out of this one with a win. There is currently no other marble anywhere near the bottom of the course other than this one. Where are the rest of the marbles at the moment? If this one gets through, it could already be curtains for Forest. They've not got through. Where are the other marbles joining this one? Are there any here at all? Now there are Forest marbles. Could they pull off a surprise win after, or even a point right now would be good for Forest? They've had a pretty shocking performance down this course so far. This is 2-0 Ipswich. Forest are in dire trouble now. It's not good for them at all. They're not going to get 2 back in these last 2 seconds, are they? No! Awful result for Forest. Ipswich Town win this one 2-0. Forest maybe in the bottom 3 if Bournemouth win this week. Match 3 of Game Week 29 sees Man City at home to Brighton. Man City currently sitting 8th in the league. A win here would at least temporarily put them up to 7th, so not a great bit of progress for them. Brighton currently sitting in about 12th in the league. They're 6 points off the relegation zone, Brighton. A surprise win here would put them pretty comfortable. 9 points clear at this point, maybe enough for them. But a defeat here would very much keep them in the threatened zone, so to speak. Especially if Bournemouth was a win. A defeat here for Brighton and a win for Bournemouth would put them within 4 points of the relegation zone. So Brighton, if they could pull off a shocking result, he would do themselves the world of good in the fight to stay in the Marble Race Premier League. Will they manage it this season? That's the question. Here they come on the course now. Can they get a good run off this one? It's all this last one. No! Man City come down as a Man City's going to have a 50-50 chance. Man City marble also drops the wrong way. This bottom of this course is always so tense. Who's going to get the luck at the bottom? No, again, surely one of these Man City marbles is going to fall the right way. Oh, Brighton's pushed out of the way. Oh, and Man City's held. And Man City's crossed the line as well. Will there be a last-minute goal here for anybody? Man City may steal this one 2-1. There's no one else close enough now. Oh, it was close there for a second. It could have gone the other way quite easily, but this one finishes Manchester City 2, Brighton 1. Match 4 of Game Week 29 sees the 2 most out-of-form teams in the league facing each other. Southampton without a win in 18 games. Awful run for them. They are currently 15 points adrift of safety. They need a footballing miracle to stay in this division now. They need a win here today to start that. While Wolves have not won for 7 games either. They're sitting pretty in the table, having had a good start to the season, so they should be safe regardless, I'd have thought. But can Southampton pull off a footballing miracle here and get themselves their first win after 18 weeks with nothing? They're still probably way too far adrift to get back into the chance of staying up. Who knows? Maybe they'll go on a real blinding run at the end of the season. They're due some fortune. Come on, one of these marbles. Can they finally win? 18 weeks without a win. All you poor Southampton fans out there, deserving some fortune. They've not had a great run in the real Premier League either. This one's not worked out for you very well either. Can they get one across the line? If they lose this one at this point, it's going to be a disaster for them. They've got one across the line. There are Wolves marbles coming down there. Can Southampton hold on for their first win? The time is ticking. They're going to do it, guys. I think they're going to make it. They're going to make it. It's a narrow victory, but Southampton, after 18 weeks without a win, have finally narrowly won this one 1-0. This one finishes Southampton 1, Wolves 0. Match 5 of Game Week 29 is Bournemouth at home against Brentford. Massive match here for Bournemouth. They are currently in the last relegation spot. Can they pull themselves out of the relegation zone with a win here? Forest have already lost this week, and so have Everton. So this would mean that if Bournemouth can win here, they would go joint 16th with Everton, be below one goal from they absolutely hammer Brentford here. A defeat here would really not be a great one for them. It would leave them 2 points adrift of safety, and they'd be in trouble for weeks to come. They'll be in trouble for weeks to come regardless of that. But Bournemouth have been in and around the relegation there the whole season. They had an awful start to the season, and they've been trying to make up for it ever since then. They've conceded really early here. There are no Bournemouth marbles in sight. They need some goals here. There's one back as an equaliser. Can they get a winner? Is there any chance for them here? No, that's going to take too long. It's like, oh, Bournemouth, not enough, boys. This one finishes Bournemouth 1, Brentford 1. Bournemouth 1 point away from safety at the moment. Match 6 of Game Week 29 is a big one. It's a massive London derby between 4th placed Arsenal and 3rd placed Chelsea. Both these teams are quite far adrift of Villa and Liverpool above them, neither of which are playing this week. So there's a chance to close the gap with their game in hand they've got here, but it's not an ideal game in hand for either of them against each other. But anyway, currently Chelsea are 8 points adrift of Liverpool at the top. A winner would get them in 5 points and realistically still in with a chance of a title. Arsenal currently 13 points adrift of Liverpool in the top spot. Arsenal have to win this one. They'd be 10 points adrift with 9 games left, which would still be an almighty ask. But definitely defeat here kills off Arsenal once and for all. Can they keep themselves just in the title hunt? They are doing an awful job of finishing their chances yet again here. Can they get across this time? They are going to get one across the line. It's 1-0. It's 2-0. It's looking good for them now. Is it going to be 3? It's 3-0 Arsenal. Where's this result come from? It's 3-1. It may even be 4-1. It's 4-1. What a result this is for Arsenal out of nowhere. This one finishes Arsenal 4, Chelsea 1. They're just about still in the title race, while they've also screwed Chelsea in the process. Match 7 of Game Week 29 sees Fulham at home against Tottenham. Fulham with a win here would go up to 5th in the league. They've had 3 wins and 2 draws in the last 5 games, doing very well, pushing towards the top 5, which is amazing for them. Spurs, on the other hand, are still looking over their shoulder. They're not that far clear of the relegation. They're 5 points clear right now. They've lost 4 and drawn 1 of their last 5 games. They're on awful form, and while they probably won't get relegated, they are still way closer than they'd like to be at the moment, the bottom of the league. So 3 points here would get them 8 points clear of the relegation zone and put them in a lot more of a healthy position. Defeat here, however, would have them looking over their shoulders for at least a couple more weeks until they can get grind some more results out. If, of course, they do. On current form, it doesn't look like it's going to happen, but who knows? Anyway, who will get the first goal in this game? Will it be Spurs? Will it be Fulham? And these marbles are all just missing, firing blanks left, right and centre. Suddenly there are 2 goals back to back. Bam, bam. It's 1. Oh, it's 1-1. It's now 2-1 Fulham. It's 2-2. Spurs keep coming back in this one. It's going to be 3-2 Spurs. They've pulled out an almighty result here. Wow. Behind twice. They've pulled this one around, turned it around. They're now 8 points clear of the relegation, and this one finishes Fulham 2, Tottenham 3. Match 8 of Game Week 29 sees Leicester City at home against Man United. Leicester currently 8 points adrift of safety. A win here would get them within 5 points. However, they are facing a Man United team who would go into the top 5 with victory here, which would be an awesome result for them if they can get this one over the line. Leicester are really at the point where they really just need to get points in every game if at all possible. Even if it's just a point here and there against the better teams, they need all the points they can get. And it's not good that 2 Man United marbles have got through to this point already. Leicester marbles need to appear pretty rapidly now, because otherwise these guys will see this out before Leicester even appear on the screen again. Where are the Leicester marbles? These two could see this one home for Man United. Could be a comfortable victory here for them at this rate. Either of these fall through here rapidly, Leicester are in almighty trouble. It hasn't happened so far. Where are Leicester? They need some marbles to show up desperately, guys. Where are the Leicester marbles? They're still nowhere. It's 1-0 Man United. There's one here now. It's all too late though, most probably. It's 2-0 Man United. There's still only one Leicester marble here, which is also not crossing the line. Leicester were never looking favourites to win this one, and they haven't. This one finishes Leicester City 0, Man United 2, Man United into the top 5. So at the end of game week 29, there's not much change at the top, with Arsenal battering Chelsea 4-1 there. Chelsea have not managed to close the gap at the top. They are still 8 points adrift of Liverpool, and 7 adrift of Villa, with Arsenal 10 points adrift of Liverpool. Is it now a 2-horse race for the title between Liverpool and Villa with 9 games remaining? The bottom of the table, an important point for Bournemouth potentially there. They are now only inside the relegation zone by the 1 point. Forest dropping again after losing 2-0 to Ipswich, which is a great result for Ipswich. They now have 4 points clear of the relegation zone, which is an almighty effort for them in recent weeks. Newcastle drop a further place towards the relegation zone, but they haven't played this week. They've got a game in hand against Palace imminently. That game could be key for them. If they lose that one, though, they are looking over their shoulders yet again. Anyway, if you enjoyed this one, guys, please make sure you smash like on this video. Please subscribe if you're new here, and I hope to see you back very soon for Game Week 30. Cheers all, bye!